And then in one of the more recent episodes, he can get hurt.
Hey everyone, the stream has started.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
Cool.
right now
live now.
Sorry,
right now.
I was ranting about Hell of a Boss.
Yeah. So ladies and gents, we are now entering into Meleemania IV. Just need to.
Yes. Trying to find the Twitch link. There it is. I can see what the hell is going on.
I need to change the thing here.
Oh yeah, you still have it on the little preview screen.
Yep. And I need to change out the thing so it doesn't say One Piece Odyssey anymore.
Yeah. I should have done that before I started.
Yeah, well, we were all a little busy.
Yeah.
Done. Okay, so welcome to Meleemania IV. We'll see. Current champion is, of course, Cindy of Game Show Gumbo. Let us begin. Everything is already set up, so we're not spending a good 20 minutes getting all the characters in place. We have a few new contestants, and let the games begin. Can you all hear the sound?
Yeah.
Sin versus Aiden. Let's go.
I have it muted. 1 second.
And I have set it up so that it is always a different stage. Oh,
that's good. So, Dreamland was getting a little bloody.
There we go. I fixed it so that it's not the desktop audio, so it should be.
This is Aiden. This is Aiden's Fox, right?
Yep.
Mortgage payer.
Mortgage lender, yeah.
Mortgage lender, yeah. He's actually doing pretty well. Relatively. That Ganondorf is a beast.
Yeah, two-time champion of Meleemania.
So I'm pretty sure they nerfed his jumping hard in later entries.
Yep.
Ooh. Man, you cannot edge guard him. Like, that's just dangerous. Ooh, even.
Yep, we're at an even field now. Ooh, Ganondorf running right into a bomb there. They're lucky that they have this kind of stage where you can actually hit an enemy from underneath the platform. A lot of other stages don't actually enable that.
This is actually one of my favorite melee stages. Oh. Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite melee stages.
Oh, I didn't notice that that mortgage lender got the invisibility. Mine's in play.
Tight. At least there's not 5 billion poison. At least there's not 5 billion poison mushrooms.
Nah. Fox landed on the mine.
No, why? Why mortgage lender?
Oh, now we have giant Ganondorf.
Oh yeah, okay, because he didn't need a power boost or anything. Ooh, he's lucky he got under that.
Max Tomato in play. Fox got it. Now we're at an even field. Why would you... Hey,
why would you taunt, dude?
Why would you taunt there? Yeah, one of the best things about these kinds of things is just how borked the AI is, even at level 9.
Fox is killing it.
Oh,
Dang.
he's able to get back on.
Ooh. Yeah, I wasn't sure for a second. Oh, she's the meanest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is a good way to counter Ganondorf's Ganondorf's edge protection is using that kind of attack.
Yeah. Well, he's lucky because the fire actually.
The Lossum's in play.
Oof. Oof. Yeah, there's a lot of damage.
Down kick.
Ooh.
Knocking him into the air.
There it goes.
Now we're at 1-1. Oh, that was close. Almost getting hit by the Warlock punch.
I didn't know that's what that's called. That's an awesome name for attack.
Yeah, because it's basically Ganondorf's version of the Falcon Punch. Because in Melee, it is just a... Because in Melee, Ganondorf is basically a copy of Captain Falcon.
Careful, Fox. Oh! He does it! Pulls it off! Kingslayer!
Wow.
The winner is Mortgage Lender. We will, depending on if Roshan makes it, have a new champion for Meleemania this time around. Let's see how this flies.
I think it's too early to call it.
No, this is a first round elimination.
Oh.
But like I said, the only other person who's a former champion in this is Roshan, and Roshan is in this tournament.
Yeah. Wow.
So now it is Boxer versus Icicle Tea.
I love that my dog waits to bark until the fights start. Too big a Melee fan.
Jeez, I just realized I have completely forgotten to advertise this.
You should have done that.
Do you want me to go blast it in some Discords?
Blast it in Discords. Yes, please do it.
Okay.
You can use the link and put it on some self promotions.
Will do.
Oh, that was quick. Kirby was already killed twice, and Icicle Tea has full lives. It's the battle of the bops, ladies and gentlemen.
As it should be. Ooh. That's not looking good for Kerbo. I've noticed the AI does not seem to handle the turn blocks real well.
Yeah.
For some reason, Icicle Tea just makes me think of the Rick and Morty episode where Ice-T was really an alien called Water Tea from a planet of elemental alphabet people.
Yeah, he was literally just an ice letter T.
And then he's restored to his true form, Water Tea, at the end.
I'm amazed they're even trying to do another season.
Yeah, you think they wouldn't have even tried with what happened.
Yeah. Game. Winner is Icicle Tea.
Ooh. Boxer has been defeated. He has been dethroned as the champion of Bonk.
Ooh. The hammer. Someone needs to revoke his hammer. He's officially lost it.
So now it is Revi versus Roshan.
Oh boy.
And we're fighting in Kraid's lair.
I love the music of this stage. Great remix. I am a gigantic Metroid fan. I actually recently did Dread again last time I was sick. Either you played Dread?
I beat Dread
No, I have
100%.
My brother has played it, but I have not.
I beat Dread 100%.
Good for you.
It's really good. It channels fusion in a lot of ways, but also is true to the more exploratory ones.
Yep. By the way, I'm really sorry if you hear background noise on my side. The everybody is moving next door, and I am planning to actually move into that apartment.
Nice.
Oh, so the thunking is
Yeah, that's
good. Is it
sound.
going to be more spacious or anything?
Yeah. So I will have an entire
Nice.
apartment instead of just my bedroom.
Oh, that's nice. My buddies and I are actually going to have a meeting with some people in about. Ooh, that is not a fun place to be stuck.
No,
Gee.
Roshan, why?
No, don't do it, Roshan. No, just stay there. Wait for it to turn. Why would you do that?
That's manic
Are you saying
depressive.
it?
Manic depressive Luigi at its finest.
Yeah, either the murder rage or just give up.
Roshan, I'm sorry, the Kit, what were you saying?
Oh, just I'm actually having a meeting with some people in about a week or two over possibly renting a house. Like we were hoping to buy, but we might be able to use this as a stopgap.
And that's game. Roshan
Nice.
wins.
Bang
I hope
bang.
that works out.
Me too. Housing is complicated right now.
Yeah.
I
Happily
bet.
I am on good terms with the landlord, so since I've
Oh,
lived
that's always nice.
since I lived in the apartments for over 20 years.
That'll do it.
So
That's
now
one of the
it's
reasons a
Kirby.
rental.
So now it's Pikachu versus Jigglypuff, Adrian versus Kit.
Okay. Kit's just gonna take a minute.
So
Oh, look at his little hat.
So now it's the sword versus the beans. Oh no! They both died.
Oh, we're right behind you. I was looking forward to how that happened.
They just both just fell.
Just down.
That's funny. That's funny.
Birdo's just watching. Look at these morons.
Yeah. Anybody
In Project
remember?
M, somebody actually. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, anybody remember the original name of Mario 2?
Yeah.
Doki Doki Panic.
Doki Doki Panic. Yeah. It was like a event game, wasn't it? That they made in Japan, and then modified it.
Yeah. Oh no!
It was a game featuring the mascots of a TV station that Nintendo had a good business relationship with.
Yeah, because I
that they
remember Toad
converted
was
into
like
a Mario game in the USA because the actual Mario 2 that came out in Japan was deemed too difficult.
dude, Lost Levels is evil. I don't blame them. Like, I still would have liked to have had it in the US. That game is evil.
Yeah,
There are particular stages
because
in that. I was gonna say there were particular stages in that are just straight up like you will go through this stage forever unless you find this one platform.
There was a particular person at Nintendo of America, who's who basically tried out Japanese Mario 2, then went to Nintendo Japan and was like, what the fuck were you guys thinking? Basically.
They actually the part that the difficulty was bad enough, but the part that really pissed me off the first time I played it was that they had warp zones that would send you backwards.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
That one, that's what ticked me off more than anything.
Yeah, it's their idea of anti-cheating. Oh, Unknown is in play.
I'm doing pretty well so far.
I was gonna say, if you're able to knock a person down into that hole and then use Unown on top of them, it would be impossible for them to get out.
In Project M, they actually made a Yoshi alt Birdo.
Yeah.
Playable.
Oh, Splosion! And...
Ooh, Starman. Get out of there, Kit.
Kit and Kabuya.
Please don't beat up Birdo. Game. The winner is Kit. Congratulations.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
You beat the beans. So now it is Rearview Rover versus Meg. And it's on the Captain Falcon stage. I think this is Big Blue.
Big Blue is a oof. That's another one where the AI sometimes has some fun.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Rearview was able to save himself. Meg was able to save themselves. Now we're in an even field. If you're not careful, you will be completely eviscerated on this stage.
I'll have to tell my friend Meg if she wins. She refuses to play like as anyone but Peach. Like I don't think I've ever seen her play anyone but Peach unless like that's the rules of the thing we're doing. She's a purist.
All about the pure Peach. Oh, that nice salvage there by Meg.
This is a good level for Peach because she can just kind of float.
Yeah. And there's a mine right there. Now the question is it going to disappear or is someone going to activate it? Nope, Peach has it in place. It's right in the back of that car. Oh, both of them got caught in it. I'm sorry for being a... Yeah, unfortunately, if I try to try to give you the big thing, it'll cause a lot of dropped frames. There goes... jeez. Now we're in an even field.
Kit Fox Boys is in chat. Unbiased audience. Kit forever.
And that's it.
I see you posting all this other stuff in the chat, Kit.
Yeah. You were saying something about how Peach was good on this stage. It just, unfortunately, the AI couldn't compensate for it. Kit? You there?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, we had the dog was losing his mind. Didn't want to ruin the atmosphere.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kit got stuck behind a F-Zero racer and died 2 times in a row.
Eesh. That's unfortunate. Looked like she was doing well.
So the winner is Captain Feltpen, Rearview Rover.
Nice.
Felt Tip Pen, Captain Falcon.
Mm.
So now it's a battle of the Mario Brothers. Tala
Oh
versus
no!
Ozzy. And the first
Time to
death.
mother smash.
Oh jeez! This
That's not a
level
good.
was
This level completely borks a ton of characters' AIs.
Oh boy.
In other words, great entertainment for us.
Hmm.
Pokeballs in play. It's a Cyndaquil. So yeah, it's Luigi versus Dr. Mario.
Fun.
Luigi's beating him down because he found out he doesn't
Uh,
actually have a medical license. He's been fraudulently practicing for years.
I said in the chat, audience, kill Chris Pratt. Oh god. Don't kill Chris Pratt.
I hear the ice cream truck outside.
Fun.
I haven't had an ice cream truck in my neighborhood for years. Love ice cream.
There's been one here like at least once a week.
You get like those like knockoff, like really creepy like Sonic the Hedgehogs, but you open it up and it looks like the original movie Sonic.
Never even seen those before.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
these
say
weird. They're like a Pikachu that looks like he's been through a washing machine.
Oh, I do have one if I still have it on my phone.
And those the ice cream bars of those characters sometimes look very unfortunate. Even the official ones look very unfortunate sometimes.
Oh, I should have put
But
up a.
I've only ever seen ice cream trucks the official ones though.
Yeah. I just realized I should have put up the voice. I should have put up voice text. So let me do this real quick.
Yeah.
And I fired everything off in some of the discords. I don't know if it's just short notice on Saturday or what, but we'll get what we get, I guess.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom.
What is up with this dog? My mom's dog's a corgi, and when corgis get zoomies, my goodness. The Marios are pretty well matched in this.
Yeah, Mario and Luigi are having the bro battle.
I finally saw the Super Mario Brothers movie with my nephew a couple weeks ago. I was going to wait to watch it with him because he's a huge Mario fan.
Here we are.
Did you catch the Illumination Mario movie? Zero?
No, unfortunately. I might try to catch it
Uh-huh.
someday, but by the way, if you look in the general chat of our Discord,
Yeah.
that's supposed to be Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny, he looks like I don't care about your drag laws. His mouth is just running everywhere.
One on one. Oh, by the way, that was because the Space Jam bars became discontinued. So I ended up getting them half off at the local gas station.
Oh, gotcha.
Problem is though,
No, they always look like
do not eat the gumballs, like, ever. Because 90% of it turned into powder. Hello,
Yeah.
Aiden.
There he is.
Hey, how you doing, Aiden?
I have good news. We have good news for you, Aiden. Mortgage
What
lender beat
happened?
the champion.
Wait, what?
Mortgage lender
Yeah,
beat the champion.
Kingslayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
First round.
Nice.
Yep. So the winner. Oh, and by the way, the winner for this match is Tala.
Might end up with some Luigi on Luigi battles.
So it's me versus Scott at Pokey Floats.
Oh no. No matter who wins, everyone loses.
Yeah. So if you want to, you can watch on stream, Aiden.
I'm trying to, but my thing isn't loading.
I wonder if it's your internet, your audio is a little muffled as well.
It's also looks like Aiden is extremely tired.
Oh, that can't help.
Yeah, but I'm always tired.
We do have a method to wake. We do have a method to wake Aiden up if he falls asleep.
A fail-safe
Yay.
device.
Yep.
Literally just gonna shock me awake.
It will
Don't
indeed
tell
be
Brave that he'll
shocking.
buy. Don't tell Brave that he'll buy me a shock collar for Christmas. Fall asleep in chat again, will you?
Sudowoodo and a Wheezing. They're all being raised. Stop! There goes Marth.
Ugh.
It's 3-2. Me versus Scott.
What do you think's worse, this level or Rainbow Cruise?
I think Rainbow Cruise might be on here. I don't remember. I don't think we've ever gotten it before. I'll have to look. I think Rainbow Cruise is on this. Jeez, that Wobbuffet just poking in, going like, Twisty! You remember that that unlock? You have a chance to get smoke. Nope, there goes.
Oh yeah, I'm a big Mortal Kombat guy. I've done all the ridiculous things. Like I did the entire thing, like the 200 whatever matches you have to do to fight Noob Saibot in MK2.
Nice. So I
And I did
beat.
the
So I beat Scott. Scott unfortunately self-destructed 3 times because Pokefloats is cancer. Pokefloats is a cancer stage. So now, Haggis versus Tico. The Battle of the Pinks. Gotta say, if I could get away with it, I'd make Luigi like tiny, because that's what Tico's into. Tico
That would
likes
be cute.
tiny things.
I like Jigglypuff's Burger King crown.
Yeah, Yoshi got them kicks. Nice shot with the warp
Ooh.
star.
Yeah, the Jigglypuffs are not doing well today.
Yeah, there's Yoshi attempting to dodge, but Jigglypuff calculated. Oh no, now Yoshi's giant, the opposite of what Tico wants.
The power down for some people.
Everyone's got their thing.
Yeah. Battle of the Pinks. There's a bomb in
I know
play on
Tico
the far
wanted to make-
side. Nope, it just blew up on its own.
Yeah, Tico wanted to make the stream sometimes, but his work schedule is difficult, sleeping at odd hours.
Yeah. I do have an idea if I am able to move into the apartment, because I also plan to get my own internet as well. So that means I'll be able to stream more freely on multiple days, since it's going to be my internet. I'm not sharing it.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sharing the internet with anybody. So Max Tomato in play. Looks like Tico is well into the lead in this fight. Aiden, were you able to get the thing to work?
Yeah. I got it.
So, and you all hear the audio of the game and all that stuff good, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Hello,
I'm gonna
Lily.
keep it mute. Verb.
Hey, Volley.
How are you guys?
Doing okay.
Pretty good.
I have good. Yeah, Aiden beat the champion.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, but
I always
remember,
knew Aiden had it in him.
beating the champion doesn't mean that you become the champion. You have to win the tournament to become champion.
These rules are bullshit.
They are.
He earned that belt fair and square. Give it to him.
This is Meleemania, not professional wrestling.
You gotta pay that mortgage. It's gonna do anything it takes.
And there we have it. The winner is Tico.
Man, that Yoshi was going hard.
Yeah. Kicking the crap out of him.
Yeah, unfortunately, we will not be getting a double Arcadius versus RC. But we may not be getting a double Jigglypuff battle, but coming soon we will have a double Kirby battle.
I see Mewtwo is proving once again why he's a low tier.
The most powerful Pokemon is still a
Hey
cat you can stuff
there,
into a ball.
Adachi Cabbage, welcome to the stream. Thank you for following, Adachi Cabbage.
Oh, nice. They kind of both went out on that one.
Yeah, it's a even fight right now.
Maybe if he stopped trying to just poke him, you know, it would help.
Yeah, that seems to be how the CPUs are programmed, is just to repeatedly go for the pokes until they can actually get up to a high enough percent. Which is not how Mewtwo should be played.
Yeah. Mewtwo is one of those characters I desperately want to be good with, and I just never happens.
I'm all right with him, not in Melee, God no, but I'm all right with him in Ultimate.
If they gave his disable attack some better range, maybe an up B that wasn't just an escape pod. I don't know.
He needs a lot of fixes.
Hi, I'm back. I see Bully and Aiden have joined us.
Yes.
Yep.
I think he could use a little bit more range on a lot of his attacks. And a big thing would probably be to better represent his very high special attack and his special defense by letting him soak up a little bit more damage. Not quite suffering so much knockback, as well as just upping the damage on all of his attacks.
You know what would
As
be
he willing
great
to
for?
Really pathetic.
I was gonna say, you know what would be great for Mewtwo to have? His giant spoon weapon.
Yeah. I'd be willing for that. I'd be fine with them giving up a tiny bit of his floatiness to hit harder.
Oh yeah, I feel like he's a fair bit too floaty. With his speed stat, he really should be a bit quicker. not quite so. Yeah. There he goes. I just feel bad for the poor guy. One of the most powerful Pokemon reduced to this.
So what did I miss?
Mewtwo doing a Mewtwo.
Mewtwo's trying, and it ain't working for him.
Oh,
finally
no!
getting in a throw. Uh-oh. That was... oof.
Oh.
But
What, 10 billion Poké-Dollars for this? BS.
seriously, man could have just bought a rat.
Yeah, I adjusted the text box. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh,
The bopping has
bomb just
begun.
insult to injury.
Young Link, what are you doing? You could have won there.
Mewtwo. Yep, here I am. Whoop, just kidding. Whoop. No, here I am. Just kidding.
The AI is more than a little suspect. Not that it matters much, because I'm sure that Mewtwo is going to... I'd say Young Link is going to win this, because Mewtwo is just taking so much damage.
He does have a good throw. I do think Mewtwo's throw is one of the better ones.
Yeah, I'm guessing the up throw is what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, dodge the Shadow Ball. And with a down thrust, Arcadius is victorious.
Wonderful.
Nice. The old Scrooge McDuck. It's quite good.
Yep. So now it's the Battle of the Kirby's. Eozar versus Fingers.
Kirby. Name you should know. Kirby. He's the star of the show.
Man's really singing the Kirby right back at you theme.
Yeah.
That's you, King DDD.
Oh, wow. Talk about
Oh,
dirty right
oh.
there.
Oh, that was cruel.
Listen,
That was
guys.
cruel.
Listen, guys. With four kids, okay. The one thing I can give four kids credit for, that they did a lot of really catchy theme songs.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
is
dude.
why DDD a southern accent?
I don't know,
That's
but
the one I-
it fits him.
Don't ask me. Four kids made a lot of weird
Ooh.
decisions.
D. Name so nice, you say it thrice.
Oh.
Dude, Game Boy Kirby is a jerk.
You know what? You know what grinds my gears? The four kids dub of Ultraman Tiga.
I would imagine. I didn't even know 4Kids did an Ultraman dub.
They did. They did one Ultraman Tiga. And I'll just say I'm not too upset that that dub is mostly lost media.
Some media deserves to be lost.
Well, now we gotta watch it on stream.
There's a legendary 4Kids drinking game out there.
Jeez.
Really?
Is it every time you suffer immense psychological distress you drink?
No, because then you would just be like chugging out of a bottle constantly. That's not
Yeah.
really a game. That's just like
That's just regular Tuesday.
One of my big problems with Ultraman Tiga's English dub is so the
Game
team in
Boy
the show that
Kirby's got
fights
some
monsters,
moves.
Guts, they're led by a woman named Iruma. And the English dub, I hate what dub did with Iruma. Because in the original Japanese version, Iruma's like this tough, strong woman who doesn't take anyone's nonsense. But the English dub changed her entire personality to make her a ditzy dumbass, basically. Because the writers of the dub took one look at her and was like, haha, funny, it's a woman doing a man's job, haha, funny.
You know, the thing that I think that I found the most baffling about 4Kids was when they would censor things that were just culturally different, like the whole jelly donut thing.
Oh
Like-
yeah.
Like that just made no sense. Like kids' brains are gonna melt if they learn what a rice ball is.
Yeah, there's also the.
I have
Thing
I was
about
gonna-
4Kids is like 4Kids was a company headed by a bunch of racist and sexist old men, basically.
And that goes the
They
battle.
didn't give a shit about what they licensed. They just saw dollar signs.
The winner is the very cruel Retro Kirby.
Wonderful.
and
Yeah, dude.
Dreamland Kirby's going places. That man's got moves.
Yeah, it's Kirby's just gonna shank the champion.
Dreamland Kirby's going in. He's just he don't care.
Bully
He's
versus
not here for
Lenigo.
no gold, he's not here for no
One
prize.
one
He
of the things
wants
about
to knock
4Kids
his
that
teeth
irks
out.
me is just how it's so obvious that nobody working there had any respect for what they were working on.
It's like one of their guys said, "Hey, have you guys heard of ghost stories? We can do that."
It would have been funny if they had done that.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
they're
Toga
more
Thief.
focused on. Yeah, they're more focused on their own properties and stuff that they would prefer to do, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Whose Mewtwo is this?
That wasn't even their own property. That was the thing they licensed.
Well, American.
Like, they
well,
handled
I
the
mean,
production
more.
of TMNT 2003, but they licensed it from their company.
I was thinking more along the lines of as long as it's American, then
Yeah.
they put more care into it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they didn't give a shit about any of the Japanese media they imported. They just did it because money.
Man,
They,
I
they,
wish
they
things
only
changed.
licensed things they thought they could make tons of money off of.
You know, my hands down favorite censorship they did was the guns in Yu-Gi-Oh, because they was so badly cropped that they would
God,
just point
yeah, that's good.
their fingers at people instead of like editing the frame, they would just edit the guns out and make them pointing fingers.
Yep. Oh,
They did that in multiple seasons.
excuse me a
of Yu-Gi-Oh.
second. I will be right back.
It's so weird too
Zero
because
is an important call.
in America we're not all that squeamish about guns. So like, what?
It's because of American television broadcast regulations.
Yeah, I guess you're not allowed to show guns in a television show aimed at children, but like, they're not being fired, so you'd think it wouldn't be a problem. I don't
They
know.
actually
I
had
think
to
what
get-
I would've-
There were
To
multiple
that I'd
seasons
say,
in
what
Yu-Gi-Oh
about
when they
like
did that.
Power Rangers?
Yeah, I think what I would have done is just like add on some electronic bits onto the gun, just like make some clip art of like electrical bits and then crop that onto there. So now it's not a gun; it's a laser gun.
They did that in a lot of media.
They did that
do
in
that
One
so
Piece.
often,
They edited the guns in One Piece to make them all like squirt guns.
which is really dumb.
Yeah.
You know,
Actually,
it's
wait a second. Is that dumb? Let's hold on for a second here, because remember, Devil Fruit users have their power sapped by the ocean, right? So if you have a squirt gun, you shoot ocean water at someone. Would that actually sap their Devil Fruit powers?
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't because it requires the Devil Fruit user to be at a certain depth. I have to head out.
Okay.
I have to head out for. I have to head out for a couple of minutes. Happily, the stream runs on autopilot until. So I will be
That's
right
good.
back. I have to help out a person. I have to help a person bring their wheelchair down.
Well, I'm proud of you
Oh.
admitting that this stream has no input.
So I'll see you. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Good luck. We'll just hang out here.
You know, do you remember the Batman animated series? They
Yeah.
they actually had a lot of handguns and machine guns, and they had to get like a special exemption to do that because that was just not done at the time.
They managed to get a special exemption.
Yeah, they did. They also got some exemption for blood in certain contexts,
Interesting.
but like they had to really fight for it. Like I was watching the commentary and Bruce Timm just, oof, that's over. But yeah, Bruce Timm had to like fight with their censors, and they had to like actually get a written thing from the FCC.
Just a
Wow.
constant uphill battle the whole time.
Not FCC. What's the one that does TV? Okay, Volley
The
just
FCC does that too.
owning Mewtwo.
The FCC does TV too.
Was it FCC?
Pretty sure.
Oh,
Just
Brave
imagine like
versus
one of the
Kayla.
writers spitballing for what they can do in Batman the Animated Series, and someone says, "All right, so we take Jason Todd," and everyone just screams, "No! No way, this is getting past the censors."
No, but I was surprised because like in one of the early episodes they have the Joker firing a machine gun at the screen, and at the time that was just really scandalous, like by their standards.
Wacky.
Ooh,
Dude,
good heavens,
Brave, you're-
so scandalous.
You
Brave
know
is
what
kicking
other
the crap
thing
out of
is?
Kayla.
I'm just kind of remembered. Actually, Power Rangers does have a lot of scenes where they added laser gun effects where there weren't any originally.
Remember, kids, guns kill people. Punch them instead.
Remember, people, guns kill people, but lasers, that just makes you do a backflip.
Makes you do a backflip while pyrotechnics ignite behind you.
And that's somehow less dangerous.
Remember, kids, pyrotechnics aren't dangerous.
Dude, Brave is kicking the crap out of my Kayla.
That's what you said.
Jigglypuff just cannot win today.
Apparently not.
It's a tough life being a Super Ball. Yeah, it's funny. I remember the Power Rangers toys actually having guns that the show rarely actually did, probably because of censorship.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch Sentai, I mean, they use the guns plenty, but yeah, I think I do recall Power Rangers cutting as much of the footage of the guns as possible.
Were they like actual guns or like goofy laser guns?
Goofy laser guns.
Okay.
I mean, usually in like older Sentai, they wouldn't like have a effect. They just have they wouldn't play like a realistic gunshot sound effect, but they would like just have like little like firecrackers go off whenever they would pull the trigger or whatever.
Yeah.
Of
I'm
sparks
just
fly out of
imagining
it or
like
whatever.
Red Ranger pulling out a Walther.
It's like Kamen Rider. I'm gonna beat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found. Pulls out a Glock.
I mean, the actual context of that scene in Kamen Rider Kuga is he's fighting a monster, and then so one of Kuga's companions is literally just a guy who carries a gun, and sometimes he will throw his gun to Kuga, and then Kuga's powers probably morph into a big bow and arrow thing.
So he's just like a bat boy for the gun.
Pretty much. Yeah, because one of Kuga's green form, I can't remember I can't remember if it's Pegasus or Dragon. Because all the forms have names, I can never keep them all straight. I just remember the red one is Mighty form and the purple one is Titan form, and then the other two are, and the green and blue ones are Pegasus and Dragon. I can't remember which was which. I can never remember which is which. But yeah, but the green form, whenever he picks up a gun, it temporarily morphs into a like bow gun kind of thing, crossbow.
He makes a gun regress to a less effective firearm.
I mean, it shoots lasers. But yeah, one of Kuga's companions literally just carries around an actual gun that fires actual bullets.
Hey, congratulations! Congratulations! You made it to the next round, Brave.
You killed Kayla. I'm telling on you. Our whole server's gonna know.
Oh no. But
Don't worry, if you all make it to the final round, Kit might have a chance to get revenge. So now, Mortgage Lender versus Icicle T at far side.
It'll be back. It'll be back later. He's going for all the Dragon Balls to resurrect her.
Yeah, I had to go and get my friend's wheelchair and put it in the back of their van. How long was the match over?
Like only a couple, like less than a minute.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. They a lot of give and take towards the end, but Brave kind of swept Kayla at first.
Yeah.
Jigglypuff's just not neither jiggling nor puffing today.
Nah, darn it.
No, Mortgage Lender.
We're not seeing anyone get their puffs
Mortgage
jiggled
lender.
today.
You're only ever going to live in an apartment that way, pal.
I'm living in an apartment now.
Now, unfortunately, the ice climber that fell to their death was not the ice climber that would count for points.
And the aliens pull up. They traveled from another planet, not to conquer, not to scout, just to watch people kill each other.
So, because it's bothering me, I am looking up Commoner Kuga's form names. Because it is bothering me.
Never underestimate weaponized autism.
Yes. I have
Literally
a lot
how
of
I
that.
get through today.
Okay. Okay, blue one. The blue one is dragon form, and the green one is Pegasus form.
Pink one is fabulous.
Doesn't exist.
It does in my heart.
Normally that type of scenario is the wait, you said like green is Pegasus?
Yes, green is Pegasus.
Yeah, because I remember playing Mega Man Star Force, and that coloring system is the other way around.
Yeah.
Where blue is
That's
Pegasus and green is the dragon.
Star Force
Don't
is
ask
the
why they had to do it
only
that way.
Star Force is the only variant of the Mega Man series I've never actually played.
Like I said, it's basically Battle Network, but third person facing forward.
And space themed, right?
Constellation.
It's like
The enemies are all constellation themed. Yeah. The
like the
FMEs.
Mega Man.
Galaxy Man finally feels vindicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, the FMEans. Because there are two types of electromagnetic wave aliens, were the FMEans and the AMEans.
Wow.
The
Good at like AM and FM radio.
Now
Yeah.
that is writing.
The problem is, though, the FMEans, the FMEan king became paranoid of the AMEans, so they conquered and destroyed them. Lone Shark in audience. Ready's baseball bat for Aiden.
Come on, Vinny. I don't got any more kneecaps for you.
You have to do. Y'all just have to settle for your leg benders. This is a really
Good
close
start.
fight.
That's a good Starmie catch, or Star you catch.
No!
Oh, mother.
Aiden, why do you always do this?
And there goes Mortgage Lender.
I know
Eh.
the bills are expensive, but suicide out the window isn't the answer.
And I've lost another toe.
Winner is Icicle T. So now it's Luigi versus Pikachu. Roshan versus Kit. At Yoshi's
Oh, boy.
Story. This stage looks terrible.
I'm scared,
in
Roshan.
especially in HD.
I'm scared. I'm hoping this is the Luigi that kills itself, not the one that just absolutely murders.
Charizard is in play.
Dude, I am getting posed.
Okay, so in general here, I'm gonna post some stuff. There. Kuga has a lot of forms.
I hear Kuga, and I've got some friends that all have like the Narga Kuga from Monster Hunter as a Sona. That's all I can think.
Yeah, I've seen different pics of different ways people have interpreted the Nakakuga.
If you're most of the guys I know, it is a femboy twink.
Naturally.
I've only seen ones as
Himbo.
Women with a large yeah.
Zong. Oh, there we go. I needed the Suicide Luigi to come through for me.
So literally the only difference between Mighty Form and Rising Mighty Form is a gold trim around the armor.
Yes, but I forgot to wait. Shit, I need to resend the second one. I forgot one image.
Yeah, the problem with Luigi is that when Luigi goes over the edge, he tries to do the green missile instead of the coin uppercut.
Yeah.
Ah!
Ooh, jeez. Oh, that is painful.
Yeah, that was kind of funny though, saying like, I will deflect the bomb. No, the bomb is still after me. No. Give me the Red Bull.
Why the bombs always follow Luigi everywhere?
In the background, Mario's rigging the fight.
No, Waluigi is rigging the fight.
Now Mario, he's got to keep Luigi in his shadow.
I love that Charles Martinet has admitted that the entire motivation for how he voices Waluigi is self-pity.
Pikachu tried to run away from the hammer.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Kit.
Oh.
That was not good RNG on Kit's part.
Welcome to the loser circle, Kit.
It's okay. I have two good kneecaps.
Coffee.
I have two good kneecaps. There's got some mileage.
Rearview Rover versus Tala. In the Icicle Mountain.
So K9, what I'm getting at from this Kamen Rider Kuga is the man literally grows in power just by having a gold trim around his armor. So there's really no.
I mean, Rising Titan has more differences because as you can see, the normal Titan form is silver with purple trim, but then Rising Titan is purple with gold trim.
Oh,
it looks like Vile. It looks like Vile for Mega Man.
It still follows the same logic of he needs to get powerful, put gold trim around his armor. The man literally just needs to wear gold, just golden armor. Just all golden armor. He'll literally be unkillable and unstoppable.
It's the power of bling.
It's literally just the power of bling.
Yeah.
It's made
and you see they ruined the for the Kuga Ultimate form because they just do not give him the golden armor. We've been teased across, what is this? 4 different forms. They just give us this and say, yeah, no. Tricked you, fooled you. Give us your money.
Ah, no. The stage at this point is what killed Tala.
I said give us your money, not give me kitty. Bubbles, what are you doing?
You know, this level's kind of tough, but it's the worst variation of this is the Diddy Kong waterfall. That is a really difficult arena.
Yeah.
You see, this is what I mean. That there we go, the rising ultimate form.
Yeah.
There you go. We back on track. We brought it back with a zing.
It wasn't in the actual show, though.
They had to go outside of the show to bring it back with a zing, but they brought it back with a zing.
But it didn't exist like 10 years later.
Some
Like, not even kidding. Actually, for
take
real.
a while to fix in others.
It's not even the same Kuga. It's a different guy.
Some mistakes take a little longer to fix than others.
It's a different guy.
Sometimes someone else has to clean up another guy's mess. It's not a fair world we live in. My lack of kneecaps have demonstrated this.
It's the weird alternate universe Kuga who is Kamen Rider Decade's sidekick.
By the way, now Kit's apparently controlling the scrolling in the stage.
Oh boy.
Vengeance will be mine the most petty way possible.
Except for the fact that this is the wrong Captain Falcon. Ah! Electrode! No!
He's actually gonna...
Oh, he rolled into it. You didn't have to do that, man.
Unfortunate.
The winner is...
Unfortunate.
The winner here is Rearview Rover.
Rover finally won something.
So now
No.
it's me. Now it's Cello versus Tico at Princess Peach's castle. If you're not gonna give me those 99 lives, I'll have to beat them out of you.
How did you get up here? You didn't earn that cannon.
I have this cannon. Clicks arm cannon towards Tico.
They missed a good opportunity to bring back the jump scare piano for this stage.
Yeah, but the
Dude,
problem is...
Okay. That got me so bad when I was a kid. That piano. Oh my god, I can't even tell you.
Just imagine if there's like a 2% chance whenever you win on this stage in a stock battle, that the game just keeps going for like a full 10 seconds with no explanation. The other enemy has no stocks, they can't respawn, but for some reason you're still here, the game hasn't ended, and then you just get a little warning, challenger approaching, and then the piano drops in.
The piano is a boss.
Do you write... About 10 years ago, were you a big creepypasta writer?
I read a lot of them.
No, that piano, man. I swear. Like, because in the original Mario 64, like, wasn't very old.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking for the red coins. And just, like, if the volume's up, the sound it makes, the clanging keys coming out of nowhere, just...
Oh yeah, dude, it's great.
Yeah, you wanna
Miyamoto
know...
was having fun when he made that.
Yeah, speaking of creepypasta things, do you
Did you know
remember
that
all
every
the...
copy of Mario 64 is personalized?
Here we go. Here we go.
As I was saying though, the in Super Mario World, if you complete the extra star worlds, like at the very end of Rainbow Road, you go to the special stages and you complete all of those. Enough time has passed for it to tubular. That's the name of one of the stages. The entire world changes from like spring to autumn, so all the characters are changed to be Halloween themed. So all of the Koopa Troopas are all wearing Mario masks.
And the bullet bills become Pidgeot bills. The piranha plants become pumpkins. That's a good Easter egg. But those levels are rough. The extra Star Worlds.
Yeah.
Isn't there one where a bunch of like ghosts stare down at you from the top of a canyon?
Galaxy 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wrong one.
Okay, but I did have a question because I don't think I ever got word about from you, Vully. In future ones, what character would you prefer to play as in Meleemanias?
Let me think on that for a second.
Probably DDD because that's his main.
Yeah, not in Melee though.
Yeah, DDD is not in Melee.
Unfortunately. The king is not here yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because in Melee, my sister's main is Ganondorf.
Gotcha. I'll go with Bowser.
Okay, so on next Meleemania, it'll be Jack Black.
Oh boy.
It'll just be Jack Black. It won't be Bowser. It will literally just be Jack Black.
So long, game Bowser.
I need to not be in that stream, or I'll be tempted to just sing Peaches the whole time.
So long, Bowser.
I hate that they changed that. By the way,
They edited that. That's not cool, man. Not cool.
They changed it to bye bye.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe that we have so much LGBT erasure even today in gaming. It's crazy.
I know, you can't even throw
Well,
a
looks
gay
like we're going to be going
turtle drag into
into.
it.
Looks like we're going
We can't-
into sudden death.
Oh no.
Can't even throw a gay turtle dragon around anymore.
What does the world come to?
That's
You
it.
can't even throw a big dragon around.
I can't believe that we lost the best gay representation in all of gaming. It's crazy.
I just feel bad for Bowser kidnapping Peach all those years to compensate, to keep up appearances.
Mm-hmm. She was his
I-
beard.
I beat Tico. Arcadius versus Eazar.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
that's
guess.
Game Boy Kirby. I think Arcadius is done.
Yeah, but the difference being is that he can't. He can't use his ability to cheese the world he's in. This area is bigger than Game & Watch.
I don't know. I still have money on the how dirty he plays.
Or how dirty the world is on him. Karmic vengeance.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind.
Jeez.
Karmic
Goodness
vengeance
gracious.
for that entire last round.
Wow.
Yeah. So after this, we will be going back to One Piece Odyssey, and it seems like we're going to be entering the final stages of it. And I did take the opportunity to check. I am not able to go back into Memoria, at least for a while. Because, so just to let you all know, because I had defeated Doflamingo, there was that situation where Corazon appeared out of nowhere. I put that video up on the highlights chat because it broke me on the highlights channel.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if any of you find anything that happens here pretty funny, go ahead and you all can go ahead and clip it and put it on the highlights channel as well. You know what
Alexa,
I mean?
clip that shit.
Man, I remember when the Xbox One was just released and they were still working out some of the kinks in it. A dude was in a Call of Duty lobby, and since it was before they had any like headphone auxiliaries released, everyone was just on their Kinects for the voice chat. And the man was losing, and so he decided to rage quit by shouting, "Xbox, turn off." And then he got kicked from the server as every single person in that Call of Duty lobby had their Xboxes turned off on them.
Oh, no. Oh.
That's
The Kinect was just a
cruel.
bad idea. The Kinect was just a bad idea. I remember when I first got my Xbox One and I hooked it up and I was showing it off to my friends. I was showing out the voice commands, and I had like 3 of my friends there, and I said, Xbox, and then all 3 of my friends simultaneously went, "Look up porn."
I'm gonna go ahead and say this for the PlayStation. It doesn't do it on games, and it doesn't do it on games anymore, but it still has that kind of issue. Like if you're on anything else other than like a video game, then it has the microphone. It has the microphone attachment.
And it will troll you.
Anything that rhymes with PlayStation will activate the voice. Will activate the voice command.
Wow.
Wait, I need this now. I need this
Show me
now.
results for Bowser cock and ball torture.
Somewhere, Jack
Why are
Black's
the
ears
pages
perk.
still loading?
I love that
Wow.
meme. I love that meme of them talking about like, how do you feel about talking to Jack Black, and he's going like, how do you feel about playing as Bowser? It's Jack Black in a freaking Bowser onesie.
Oh my god, that's great.
That dude's amazing. He commits to everything he does like 150%. Like they mentioned when he was in the VA booth that he would like stomp around and like wave his arms around.
Wow.
I need to do this now though, because if the PlayStation's that sensitive, I need to get that because I will officially have something I can call a gay station.
Nice.
I'll test that later. By the way, Arcadius has defeated Yazar.
All this reminds me, I was watching a clip of a dude. He was playing an online match. I forget which game it was exactly, but he was.
Oh no, we're here.
Trolling this one.
Oh no.
He was trolling this one, and he checked because the game he was playing, it shows you what platform everyone's playing on, and he finally corners this guy. And he just takes the biggest gamble of his life, and he screams at the top of his lungs, "Xbox, turn off!" And the guy disconnects a second later, and he loses his shit.
Yeah, but
Wow.
but we're here. It's DK Waterfall.
Starts passing out the Kool-Aid.
Yep, we're at the DK Waterfalls where AIs go to die. But it seems like they're actually doing a pretty good job maintaining themselves right now.
Where the waters flow with Flavor Aid.
I hate
Good
the
old
fact I
DK
still
Waterfall, or as it's better known, Jonestown.
I hate the fact that I still own packets of Flavor Aid.
They still make Flavor Aid?
I don't think so.
Zero.
I didn't know if it was just like a regional thing or something. I don't think I've ever seen Flavor Aid.
We have some really weird local Kool-Aid variants in Utah. Like really weird.
Mormonade. Crater Lake Cooler. Skinwalker Sip.
Polygamy Porter. Polygamy Porter.
That's the best one right there.
By the way, I was just recently watching a review of a movie called Witnesses. That was talking about the 3 witnesses to the gold plates for the Book of Mormon.
Oh, goody. Oh, boy. It's a story.
Yeah.
It's definitely a story.
It's totally fine, dudes. He just lost them. He just misplaced them. It happens all the time.
No, they weren't misplaced. They were moved because of the ground gnomes.
Ah, yes.
Yes, the ground gnomes. As
Well-documented ground
opposed
gnomes.
to the sea and air gnomes.
That's why, see, Joseph Smith was smart. That's why he play a bard.
By the way, I did notice you all remember the story about and I believe they mentioned this in A Fox in Space. They're talking about can you just freaking accept that I don't have robotic legs? If you look at the pictures, if you looked at the pictures at Nintendo Power, they 100% look like they have robotic legs.
Oh yeah, the original clay stuff that they did the art with, yeah, for sure.
Because they have the oh no, Falco just did the same thing Roy did in Meleemania 1.
I mean, I guess it's possible it could be the original intention, but then ended up not being the case later on anymore.
Could have also just been artist interpretation, and they just signed off on it because it looked cool.
Yeah, probably.
It's one of my favorite things from A Fox in Space. He walks in on Fox with his pants down, and he goes, "Whoa, hey, I support whatever this is."
I don't judge.
Yeah.
NPCs cannot recover onto that rock.
No, this level is not kind. Falco's slick jacket won't save him. Hey, stole my scooter, ma.
Yeah, but remember, this is Brave versus Bully.
Beat him up and steal his scooter.
Take his scooter. Revenge yourself.
Oh, no.
Shut up and eat your fazoo. I'm amazed that it's like they've got a few guys doing voices, but that almost all the animation and most of the voices is one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, it's the old school looking style animation too, from like the 70s.
And then they've got like the audio filter for like old audio tracks, like when you had like the distortion for the tracking.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's and he does the music too, if I recall.
Craziness.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time for sudden death.
Oh, good. We need a mercy rule. This level is too much.
No game.
Oh man.
Winner is Bully. Sorry, Brave.
Bully literally heel kicked the man in the teeth.
That's a really close fight.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Da-da-da-da-da.
Ain't that a kick in the head?
So now we're in round 3.
Oh,
Icicle
boy.
T versus Roshan. It's Final Destination. Let's go.
At least this is a level Luigi can't commit quite as effective suicide.
No, I'm pretty sure all the stages that have these types of platforms, Luigi can effectively... The AI could basically bork itself.
Remember,
But he does
this is
seem to like the
GameCube
side
AI.
missile. He does seem to like the side missile for recovery.
Yeah, unfortunately, the idea of Luigi using the missile for recovery instead of using the jump when it's below the platform.
Isn't GameCube AI just amazing?
GameCube's one of my favorite
Pokeballs in
consoles,
play.
but it does have some pretty lolsy moments.
The Meryl knocked away one of the ice climbers.
Meryl actually managed to get someone out. Wow.
Oh, can you imagine
No.
getting to the pearly gates and you'd be like, how you got here? A blue beach ball just came right at me.
I was eaten by a blue mouse.
There's nothing I could do.
I got pushed by Peekaboo.
Man, that's a hard thing to communicate to like I was telling my nephew about that because like that's a thing Gen Z doesn't get. Like the time when before you could look up things quite as reliably on the internet and there wasn't data mining, and so rumors about new games were just insane.
Oh yeah, like if you go underneath, you can find Mew underneath this truck on a Tuesday when you hold your game upside down.
I have a story on that one. Oh, fucking god. Alright, so these days, we know how to trade Pokemon between Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. It's very easy, very simple, so many guides on it. Alright, back in the day, that was not the fucking case. And since this was all the way back in the early 2000s, I'm sure internet was good enough. If I knew how to use it, I probably could have figured this out on my own. But I was, God, it must have been like second grade, and some dude who supposedly knew a lot about Pokemon explained to me how to get Pokemon from my copy of Leaf Green over to my copy of Emerald. And he was a liar. Oh my goodness.
No.
So, here is the actual technique for context. What you gotta do is on Leaf Green or Fire Red, you have to beat the game, and then you can return back to the Sevi Isles, where there's a little side quest earlier. At this point in the game, a character who you helped out, called Bill, will speak with you, and he'll talk about some kind of machine that he's working on to help trade Pokemon between other regions. But it needs a couple of items to get it working.
No.
Items that you can find in the game by completing some side quests. You have the Ruby and the Sapphire. Now, once these are plugged into the machine, it'll work, and you can now trade Pokemon between the games. Here's what my friend told me. You have to go to GameStop and purchase something called a Sapphire from GameStop, and then this can then be plugged into the Game Boy in order to allow for transfer between the two games.
That
You
is
gotta be
so,
kidding me.
That's so dumb.
I went to GameStop with my grandmother and tried to explain this to the man behind the cash register. And I have no idea what that poor man was thinking. Just this idiot little kid trying to talk to him about his Pokemans.
What the hell?
I will not even own up to the things I tried to do to get the Truck Mew.
There is
sad
actual.
because I eventually figured out how to actually do this shit, but it was like 10 years later.
Yeah, there is actual way to get Mew in. No, I shouldn't even say that. There is a way to get every single Pokemon in one game within the cartridge.
Yeah, it's bullshit, but there is a way.
By the way, the winner is Roshan. So now it's
Roshan
me versus
hit hard.
Review Rover. Going hard trying to get the championship. By the way, welcome to Venom.
Man, that Mew bullshit just really gets under my skin. I hate that Game Freak made that terrible design decision back in Gen 1 and then decided to make it a staple of the franchise. Like, Gen 1 made a lot of mistakes, but most of them weren't just accepted to be staples of the franchise that were going to be standard issue going forward.
Well, except for except for the split game thing, which is beyond dumb.
Yeah.
And by the way, because you can get all the Pokemon in one game, you don't even have the excuse in freaking Gen 1 of, there's not enough data to hold the two games together.
Yeah, no.
They don't even have that excuse.
Crap.
Gen 1...
The original excuse was to encourage people
to trade and interact.
Trading and socializing and...
So I gotta tell you, when I was in college and we were learning programming, we actually looked at the Gen 1 Pokemon games for the code to show how bad an unstable code base is and how broken Gen 1 was. Like you could, if you altered like a couple of bits in the wrong place, you would cause just catastrophic failures.
Yes.
It was just such a broken game.
The best part is you can do this without interacting with the game and like any exterior tools. Like you can alter the code and fuck up the game in the game with normal Game Boy controllers.
Well, and then even Gen 2, they did better, but they still had issues. Like, do you guys know about the gay ball glitch?
That's
sorry, what?
Okay,
Explain.
so somebody messed up, and you know how the love ball, it's supposed to be more effective if the Pokemon you're trying to catch is the opposite gender. Instead of being twice as effective on the opposite gender, it's like 3 times as effective against the same gender.
The gay ball.
The gay ball.
The game ball glitch.
They should bring that back, honestly.
Yeah,
I want a separate gay ball sprite.
Yeah, by the way, I'm going to make something very clear. I learned a little bit more about Gen 1 nonsense because Some Call Me Johnny is doing a living Pokedex series of streams, and he just finished Gen 1.
Oof.
Wow.
Living Pokedex is if anyone here doesn't know what a living dex is, it's basically you need a living version of each and every Pokemon that you collect.
That's impossible, though. How are you supposed to get a living Ghastly?
How am I supposed to get a living Haunter?
It's like that meme showing the evolutions, and it shows the different evolution items to get them, and then it shows a ghost type Eevee, and the evolution item is just a guy with a hammer.
It's just the 22 Vermin rifle.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure you all know what I actually. I'm pretty sure you all know what I actually mean.
Yeah, that's a challenge, all right.
You need to have an instance of every single Pokemon species in your decks, not counting different evolutionary stages. Like each evolutionary stage is its own species that needs to be in your box.
Yes.
Yeesh.
So in other words,
Yeah,
if
that's
you
a
want,
task.
so in other words, if you want a Bulbasaur, if you want the evolutionary line, you have to capture 3 Bulbasaurs and evolve 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I've actually been. My buddy and I are maybe going to do a run through of the Pokemon games for a Nuzlocke,
Wow.
like a competitive Nuzlocke.
Fighting
Never
against
done those
Captain
before.
Fighting against Captain Feltpen is intense.
And I do feel like explaining, because I kind of just dropped the Mew thing without explaining it for the audience. I think we all know what I mean, but it's the idea of the Mystic Pokemon, which are Pokemon which initially could only be obtained by attending IRL events, and later on could only be obtained by connecting your device to the Wi-Fi during certain days.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
And not even repeating, so like once those events are done, there's literally no way to get those Pokemon. Meaning there is parts of the game that are just permanently gimped or permanently inaccessible because the only way to reach these places is with items, which you could only receive if you either attended an IRL event or if you connected your game to the Wi-Fi for 1 week during the game's life.
This is why I argue that as long as you're not using them competitively or trading them, it's perfectly ethical to hack Pokemon games.
Yeah, Arcadius versus Vully.
Ooh boy. The Gay Avenger versus the bird in the biker jacket.
You never told me you were in a biker gang, Volley.
Actually, having seen like what all goes into competitive Pokemon, I have some interesting thoughts on that. Like personally, I think Pokemon Showdown is a vastly superior method for competitive Pokemon than any official game. And basically, it is hacked Pokemon. And it just takes a lot of bullshit out because you don't have to get the specific nature you're looking for, you just plug in a data value. You don't have to spend entire months of your life trying to get perfect IV Pokemon. They just are perfect IVs. And EV training, instead of taking multiple days for every single Pokemon you want to do it with and being a massive pain and a long-ass grind, you just input the values that you want. And so, it ends up being way less of a, haha, I win because I wasted half a year of my life grinding to get this team, and more of a, I won because I made intelligent decisions in designing my team and in playing this battle.
Yeah, no, actually, I keep versions of all the Game Boy ones that have all of the Pokemon competitively hacked into it, so that my friends and I can use it like a Pokemon Stadium thing. Like we're not like just between ourselves. You can pick whatever you want and go for it. No one has to do anything complicated.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, by the
intelligent.
way, if you want to torture yourself, anybody want to do a Pokemon Stadium rental randomizer?
Oh, that
God.
could be fun.
I don't know what that is.
You use a random Gen 1 or Gen 2, depending on which Pokemon game you have. You use that random generator and you select that rental Pokemon. You select those rental Pokemon from Pokemon Stadium. Like, if you want a perfect example of someone who tortured themselves doing that, look up Ray Navarez Jr., because he actually did it. He did rental randomizer for both. He did rental randomizer for both Gym Leader Castle and the Cups.
Wow.
And he attempted to do it for Pokemon Stadium 2, but the problem was, though, for Pokemon Stadium 2, he would have had to go through both sets of gym leaders. So he wasn't able. So he did a revenge tour on that for that.
This fight is close.
Interesting.
You know what I love about the Stadium and the Coliseum games?
Yeah.
Is that they actually give the Pokemon animations for feinting and using their moves that are unique. They don't like interchange the templates. They actually give them thought out animations. Like, this is how Nidoqueen would kick or whatever.
Hey, Bully, What was that strategy there? You didn't launch yourself out of the barrel at all.
It was a scare tactic. It's psychological warfare.
Wasn't one of the Pokemon Stadium games edited in the West because there was an animation of Nidoqueen like adjusting her tits coming out of the Pokeball?
Oh, yes. Yes, that was Pokemon Stadium 1.
Yeah, they decided that was sexist, so in order to make it more equal, they also added an animation of Nidoqueen adjusting his balls out of the Pokeball.
I'm just like, I've been in there a while. That's pretty good.
And then there's the thing that happened with Jinx as well, except that they didn't actually do that.
Everything with Jinx is terrible.
Jinx is a very curious design.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a Kabuki actor, but the problem is that the initial design
has a different connotation in the West.
Yeah,
big time.
It's supposed to be based off of some kind of very specific Japanese yokai demon, which is known to have long black hair and I think freezes people. No, she's the vengeful spirit of a woman who died in the cold. Something like that.
And time limit. The winner is Arcadius.
Fun.
Sorry, Vully, you just didn't have enough time to make it sudden death.
Volley, you disappoint me.
Oh well. It's interesting.
So now it's me versus Roshan.
The method to actually get Mew, not the intended method, mind you, but the actual method is so ridiculous. I have to imagine a lot of people who heard it just dismissed it as a playground rumor that was just totally ridiculous, that would never work.
Hey, be right back, folks.
Okay.
It's like the actual method, if I remember correctly, is you have to like go and battle this one specific trainer, and then you have to fly to Cinnabar Island, and then use surf and go up and down along the coastline without venturing out into a full water tile. And that is how you get Mew.
Except that's not Mew. That's how you activate Missing No. That's how you get Missing No.
Mew's similar though, where basically what's happening is it's a bit of random code execution, and this can be done to get literally any Pokemon in the game, Missing No being an example, because if I have this right, the way it works is Pokemon are saved to a bit, which can go up to 255. Technically, it's 256 because 0 is also included. And so Pokemon are listed 0 through 150 for Bulbasaur all the way up to Mew. But anything beyond that, technically the game can call that number because it is within the programming. However, no Pokemon are actually programmed for anything above 150. As such, Missing No's will result from this, short for missing number.
Yeah, and by the way, there are also trainers.
There are a few different Missing No's.
Yeah, there's Missing No, and then there's M.
There's a bunch of other weird ones too, and a lot of them have giving names.
Oh, by the way, the rest of the numbers are NPC trainer battles. Like, you have a chance of battling against Professor Oak.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Because, like, the idea of battling against Professor Oak just sounds like such a playground rumor. No way that would actually happen. And yet there actually is this insane method to battle Professor Oak.
Yeah, because the original intended thing was for you to battle Professor Oak at the end as, like, the super boss, equivalent to Red in Gen 2. But it didn't work. But they chose not to do it. Oh, by the way,
just run low on time and decided to ship the game instead of make this happen.
Yeah, by the way, the Giants just yeeted the moon.
Yeah.
Well, this fight would have gone very differently if we were in the timeline where Link didn't successfully get the Giants together.
Yeah. But there were the entire and by the way, the way that you can get the particular number that you're looking for is based on the special stat of the Pokemon that you're Okay, the way to activate that is that you battle against a Ditto, and then you have Ditto transform into a Pokemon whose special stat is one that you're looking for.
Is the stat that you need, and then it'll copy that Pokemon special stat. Thus, when you finished, that special stat will still be loaded into the game's RAM, and then it will use that to pull an encounter whenever an encounter is triggered in that area.
Yeah,
because due to some code, it doesn't clear the RAM and then put in the needed code to execute a trainer or execute whatever kind of encounter it should be. So it just pulls whatever nonsense code was already loaded in the RAM. And since the special is the very last value that is loaded for a given Pokemon which you're battling, it's the very last thing in the RAM, and thus it's the thing that's pulled to determine the encounter.
Yeah. And most of it.
And this is also what I meant by how you can start fucking with the code and alter the game without actually doing any external tools. It's doing this bullshit. Because this is the first step to start tampering with the code however you want to. Now, however you want to, there are some caveats to that. It's like nearly impossible to control this because you're using such blunt instruments. You're basically performing surgery with a hammer.
Yeah, by the way, I just lost to Roshan. So...
Roshan is a menace.
That maid outfit gives Roshan way too much power.
It's time for the final round. Roshan versus Arcadius in Corneria.
It should have been me.
It was me! Oh, Augustin!
Oh, good. Back just in time for Roshan and Arcadius.
Yeah.
Yep, it's the final round.
Kit sounded like he expected Roshan and Arcadius. You want to tell us something?
Oh no!
I need to see two people because these are two people who I know who are both soft spoken but utterly like monstrous when you piss them off.
Yeah. You know what would be just one of the funnest things to do if you had a time machine? Is to go back to like 1999, around the time of the release of the original Red and Blue, and go to a tournament using a team of all missing no. Back in a time when people didn't know what the heck that was or how to get it.
They probably would have immediately disqualified you.
Missing no is creepy stuff, like just very weird.
What do you even do if you encounter that?
I want them to make Missing No a real Pokemon, but it's like you can't catch it, you can't reason with it. It's literally unbeatable. It just floors your team every time.
Like Arceus, like they describe it alongside Arceus, but like as some Lovecraftian thing. Like even Giratina is afraid of it.
Exactly.
Looks like, yeah.
Dude, Roshan is killing it.
Mine's in play. Ah! We almost had another double kill there. Sorry, young Link. The milk will not heal you. You're not Brooke, or you're not in the One Piece universe.
Who knew the umbrella was so deadly?
Why do you think it's the Penguin's weapon of choice?
Newt.
Did I tell you about that with Burgess Meredith? Apparently he, after his run as Penguin during the Adam West show, a lot of his fans would actually send him mail that would contain a single ceramic penguin, and he kept all of them.
Nice.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Man, that's one of the much nicer things to be sent in mass in your mailbox.
I don't know if you guys ever watched Seth Meyers. He started during COVID. He started a YouTube only series called Corrections.
Oh wow!
Where...
That was impressive.
Wow.
He started this web only series called Corrections that was like making fun of like errors they'd made in the show, like spitefully. Like he would call people online who complained about that stuff internet jackals.
Jeez.
And so he had like merch made of like angry jackals like trolling on keyboards, and he started opening up a
there we
PO box.
have it. We have
Ooh.
our new returning champion, Roshan Cookies.
Wow.
Damn it,
No
Roshan.
stopping.
Damn.
No stopping Roshan.
New returning champion.
Wow.
So anyway, Seth Meyers.
Oh yeah. So he opened up his PO box for people to send him stuff, and he gets the weirdest crap. But at one point in one of the shows, he made the fatal mistake of joking about how the old marketing figure, Mac Tonight, the creepy moon head guy, terrifies him. Like, he's always been terrified of him. And ever since then, people send him nonstop drawings, figures, posters, photoshops of Mac Tonight, just in a relentless stream every day.
Geez. Oh no.
Just nonstop.
They really said, "Fuck you, Spider-Man."
Wow.
By the way, who is Seth Meyers?
He's a late night guy who does one of the later talk shows, and he's one of my favorites because he helped because he's one of the few people that actually kept going and just did the production at his house.
Okay,
Interesting.
everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the games real quick because we're gonna be going right into One Piece Odyssey. We had just defeated Doflamingo and exited Memoria, so we're going to be trying to stop Audio from doing whatever it is he's doing, or trying to figure out what Audio's plan is. So I'm going to go ahead
Careful.
and set
If
everything
he manages to hook up with video, he'll be unstoppable.
All right, I'm gonna grab a drink as long as we're taking a sec.
I'm gonna get myself an ice cream.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream and turn it back on after I have everything set up here.
Gotcha.
Because then that way I can just send this video itself up to YouTube. So I can just export this. So be back in a minute.